So last week I was lucky enough to go down into Paris and play Watch Dogs on the PS4. All the gameplay you're seeing in the background is recorded by myself, me playing it for the very first time, and I was super impressed by this game. There's so many massive qualities and changes taken to the new open world formula. So this is, I guess you can sort of compare this to sort of Assassin's Creed or like a GTA title, but it's taken it to like almost like another level with the amount of depth and pedestrians walking around. The amount of activity going around is just berserk, and this whole hacking mechanic actually works quite well. It can work on the fly, on the move, but also when you're stationary you can sort of stop, jump into like some sort of security camera and sort of look around and then sort of suss out where the enemies are. You can mark the enemies. It's almost turned into like a sort of stealth mini puzzle thing, which is actually works very well, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of emphasis on trying to be stealthy as possible. So if you're one of those people that likes guns blazing like GTA or something, it's not like that. It's a little bit more stealthy. You do die pretty quick. About I'd say a decent few shots, but you die very quickly in this game. If you're too loud as well, the enemies will come towards you very quickly. If you did make a mistake, they will come at you and they know exactly where you are. They've got very good sound. They're very clever as well. They will come after you, and you've got to be very stealthy. So I'd advise using like silent weapons, using the cameras, trying to hack. The things about the whole combat. So you go into like the combat scenario. There's like elements where you can look at cameras, obviously, which I've already said, but you can also distract people as well. So you can look at their phones, open up the menu and see, oh, this guy likes cat videos, and then you show him a cat video, he gets distracted and you can walk straight past him, which is actually quite funny. Distracting a guy in a game with a cat video, and you actually hear the sounds in the background of that cat sort of meowing or something. So some of the main functions of the game, you can actually craft stuff. So you bring up your basically like a weapon wheel. You can then craft these items depending on what items you have in your inventory. So you can craft like blackout stuff. So you get an actual blackout bomb which actually throws out and all the lights go out in that area, which is really cool to see. To see all these lights just fade, and I think they come back in about 30 seconds or something. So the lights come back on in around 20-30 seconds, all come back up again. Also got like IED bombs, so big grenades, bang, just does loads of damage. Effects in the game are very good. The smoke effects and the sort of explosions and the damage. Basically run like a running function, which is like the right trigger or the R2 button. You can run around. It's very similar to like Assassin's Creed, but you don't like vault over stuff. So you got to press like circle to vault over stuff, which is it works pretty well. So you can sort of run and press it at the right time. It will vault over something, or you can jump up to like a slightly higher ledge or something. It depends on the scenario. But and then we come to the square button, which I think I mentioned briefly already. Tap it quickly and it brings like this nice little profile system, which basically profiles all the pedestrians and enemies around you. Once you actually upgrade your skills, it will actually highlight certain people with like a blue square. So that does become a little bit more easier with the information. But I did tend to turn it off quite quickly because there's a lot of information on the screen all at once. I just tapped it if and when I needed it. So the skills actually within the game are actually quite in-depth. There's actually quite a lot of choices to go with. There's like a hacking category, got a driving category, got a gun combat category, and you got crafting as well. So it's just tons of choices to go with. I did tend to go with the hacking route just to sort of try stuff out, because that's, for me, it's one of the main parts of this game. So I was like hacking the bridges. You can literally lift up bridges, which is awesome. So say the police are behind you, the police will be chasing you, and you're like really like, the police are quite intense in this game, by the way. They're very hard to get away from if you've got like a full-on like 5-star rating or whatever, and it's very hard. So like stuff like bridges, you got spikes, you got pillars that can come up, and you have to actually unlock every one of those. So I think you get traffic lights as a basic. So traffic lights can be switched obviously to all green, and then obviously they crash and it causes absolute devastation, depending on like how many cars are around that particular area. So yeah, you can get hacking and get a focus, which is basically like a slow-mo effect, which I didn't actually use at any point, but apparently it's very useful. So that can be used during like combat, during gun combat, or you can actually do it while you're driving. So you can actually slow-mo, turn around and like hack the helicopter or hack a bridge or whatever you want to do. And it actually sounds very useful. I might pick it quite quickly when I do my walkthrough. And then we come to the combat category. So it's got stuff like focus. You have to actually unlock focus originally and obviously adapt it and improve it as well. You get blast radius for the bombs. You get stuff like reload speed, handy weapons you can carry. So combat is quite an important category to look at. But it's been interesting to see how you guys go about like making your own aid and pierce. So basically skill points, certain skills cost more points. You get skill points for like finishing off missions and stuff like that, which is quite interesting to see how that will work. But I think one mission gave me like 5 skill points, so I can unlock some of the smaller skills. But obviously if you adapt and make them better, they'll cost more skill points as you go along. So it wasn't complete and utter plain sailing for the game. There's no shooting outside of cars, so once you're inside the car, you can't shoot at all. You can't throw bombs, you can't do anything. All you can do is hack traffic lights, hack pillars and spikes and stuff. That's all you can do. You can't throw bombs, you can't shoot. which actually felt quite strange because all these sort of games like Saints Row, GTA, and Sleeping Dogs all let you like shoot outside the car, and it felt like slightly restricting in some way. It does make sense, I guess, because he's using his phone for like hacking stuff on the move. So in the car, he's got obviously got his phone out already. So I've been like, he doesn't have free hands. It's just not possible. So it does make sense, but it feels like it's missing that little bit of fun where you can like throw bombs and get like the perfect throw-in bomb and explode a few cars in like multiplayer or something. It doesn't work, unfortunately. So that was slightly annoying. So there's actually quite a lot of stuff to learn within the game. So trying to learn the hacking does take a little while. So the first sort of 45 minutes to an hour, you're trying to work out how the hacking works and how you sort of go about your missions. So obviously you've got to try and work out, you can hack into cameras, then you can work out what panels you can hack. You've got to hack mobiles, so you've got to hack some of the guards and stuff like that. So trying to work out what to press at exactly that right moment does take a little bit of time to get used to, but once you get going, it's completely fine, and once you get past that initial sort of hour of gameplay, you do tend to get into the game and understand the hacking and stuff to its full potential. So in spoken about the driving at all in Watch Dogs, obviously being such a massive open world, the driving is quite an important aspect of the game. But I felt it was quite weak. It wasn't one of the strongest points about the game. It's definitely a weak point, but as I sort of slowly went into the game and played more and more hours, I was getting more used to the handling and how it worked. But I think sort of in comparison to GTA, it does feel quite different. I think people jumping from that game to this one will probably feel a little bit jaded at first, but give it time, it will slowly sort of get to you and you'll understand how the game sort of handles the driving aspect. But yeah, it's not initially the strongest point. You've got stuff like motorbikes. You can't really fall off a motorbike. It's really weird. You can literally slam into a car and you can't really fall off. If you literally just slam into a wall like head on, you will eventually fall off, but it's very, very hard to fall off, which is odd at first. So let's talk about the guns and customizations for a little bit within Watch Dogs. So you can go to any gun store you want to. Just select it on the waypoint and there's like a little gun symbol. Go to that waypoint and then you can purchase a gun. So every gun has like a certain star rating. So a certain like gun obviously have like an epic rating, like an ACR has 5 stars. Purchase this gun, it's really awesome, it's got the best range, the best damage and stuff like that. You can also threat the sort of shop owner if you want to and get some free money, which is quite cool. I like that. It's a nice little threat option. You can basically like rob a store, which is slightly evil, but it's lots, there's such a massive selection of weapons. There's no attachments, which is slightly unfortunate, but you can buy loads of weapons, lots of shotguns, sniper rifles, assault rifles, SMGs and pistols, and there's so much options. So you can purchase new clothes within the game, so you can go to any clothes store within the world and select a new outfit. So it's basically select different outfits. There's no like individual like new caps you can select or individual shoes. It's literally the outfit. You buy an outfit and then leave, which is okay. I did try 2 different outfits. One's got like this really cool jacket, and one's got like it's like a really bright yellow hoodie, I think, and like a black jacket, which looks really cool. I do stand out from the crowd a little bit, which is awesome as well, so that's good. But yeah, pretty cool customization, but again, it's quite limiting. It's just literally select this outfit. You can't select individual parts of the outfit. So I'm going to talk about the digital trips in a separate video and also the multiplayer. The digital trips are basically virtual realities, sort of games that you can basically access from your mobile. Multiplayer's got loads of different modes and stuff I will talk about in a separate video. But overall, I had such a good experience with this game. I had so much fun. I did not want to leave the game at all and leave it alone. I just wanted to keep playing for like 6 hours straight. I was enjoying it so much. The game takes over like 100 hours to finish completely, or around 35 hours to do like the main story. There's just so much depth and side stuff to do. It's just crazy. So the pedestrians, there's like pedestrians everywhere in the game, always walking around, and they all have their own separate names, separate identities and stuff, and it's just like, what? There's literally pedestrians always there. You've got loads of cars going around as well. So the nighttime looks amazing in Watch Dogs. So literally you can stand there in just awe of this city. It just looks incredible. It looks so good. If you stand there in the rain, in the dark as well, you see the raindrops just sort of going down Aiden Pierce, and it just looks so freaking detailed. This world is so good and so well designed. I like how they sort of made it a little bit smaller. It's still very big, but they've put so much more depth into it and made it really like feel like a real living city, which is awesome. You can ride the trains as well, which I'll hopefully show during the gameplay. But yeah, I had such a good time with this game. Seriously, you guys should pick it up. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to check out the last gen version, so the 360 or the PS3 versions. But I checked out the PS4 version, and hopefully when the launch game comes out, I'll probably buy it on PC as well, so I can show you some gameplay on that. The PC might even look even better, which is going to be incredible. So really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more Watch Dogs, subscribe, hit the like button to see more Watch Dogs as well. I appreciate all the support. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the gameplay and stuff you've seen in the background. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you guys soon, and bye bye.